This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Thank you for checking us out. Recently, there were people in my family that ended up getting the flu or whatever you want to call it. They got sick, and ultimately it came down to me. And most of the time, I don't get sick because of the way I eat, because my immune system is stronger. I don't get anything when other people do, even if it's not my family, even if it's my friends. And then if I do get something, somebody might have the cold or the flu for like a week or 2 weeks, and usually I just get it for a day or something. So I know this diet works, and I know everything's great. However, more recently, I did get it actually longer than my family and my friends, and I didn't know what was going on. There's something nasty going on around there now, out there. But it came to a point where I am not for pharmacia or I'm not for taking drugs or aspirins or anything like that. And I always recommend people let your body do its natural process. Maybe fast or juice fast and let your body heal itself. And I'm a high advocate of doing that. However, there comes times, and this was one time where one night I had such a bad headache. And sleep is so important, and let the body heal. When you're sleeping, the body healing is taking place, that I couldn't get to sleep at all. And it just wasn't one night, it was like several nights. And then finally I decided, taking an aspirin to get rid of this headache was going to help me get the sleep that I needed. And that is actually where the healing began to take place. And it changed my thinking a little about never ever taking something like an Advil or something else. Those things in no way are healthy, and the idea of stopping the body's process of healing is not something that I recommend. However, it taught me a lesson to learn. In particular situations, it might not be the worst thing to do, as opposed to just continuing. Let me put it this way. The natural process works better, but it takes often longer. And depending on where you are in your life and the situation you're going through, if you have to get up for work, you have kids and so on, you might not have time to go through that natural process of letting your body heal naturally all the time. So there are certain instances where we're taking a medication to heal quicker might be better. Antibiotics versus probiotics are a great example. If somebody's taking probiotics, the body's going to heal wonderfully. A lot of people are against antibiotics. It's against the body. Antibiotics, against life. However, antibiotics work in getting rid of viruses very quickly and killing some of the good, but killing the bad thing. And so again, we cannot be closed-minded to say, I'm never going to do something, or I'm never going to do this. We have to look at the situation and not make excuses and just automatically run to medication and antibiotics. That's not what I'm saying. But even though the natural process is best, we have to humble ourselves to realize there's no panacea at all. And that includes the raw food diet or raw foods. Now, we could take this to a deeper level, like cancer or some other type of drug out there. I know people that suffer tremendously from pain, whether it's a car accident or whether it's cancer. And there are times where people have to make a decision that they want to go the natural path or not. Well, I could tell you, when you're in pain, your thinking is a little bit different than when you're feeling well. Now, that should motivate you to stay as healthy as possible for as long as possible. That should drive you to eat healthy and live healthy. But if you mess up or you make a mistake or you just happen to catch a cold or a virus or something, it needs to be something to consider and realize. And another example is inflammatory bowel disease, something I suffered from. I tell people all the time, you can get better the natural way and what I recommend a natural way. But if you're going to take the doctor's drugs and medications, it'll get you better faster in the way you feel. But in the long run, it's not getting rid of the problem faster. But in some cases, knowing somebody won't have the patience or the knowledge to go out and eat a healthy diet and live healthy, I might even suggest them taking the doctor's drugs to get past this hurdle and then slowly but surely changing their lives for the better. So all I'm saying in this video is I've learned just through a minor cold and looking at people who have major illnesses. A friend of mine just got in a car accident, and I went to visit him in a hospital, and he was on some serious pain medication. I know other people that are on hospice. Uh, there are times and places for medication, and I'm not advocating it. I'm just letting people know that, you know, the natural way is the way to go most of the time. But we need to be humble and open-minded and not just think the word never, ever, ever. That's the way I think and thought for a long time. And it's easy to say when you feel healthy. But we have to have compassion and understand when people are in pain. And I'm not saying pain management through drugs is wise or smart. I'm just saying sometimes it's necessary. And I want people to realize that when they're dealing with a loved one who's sick or who's dealing with certain things. And there are other raw food teachers out there that might not reveal this or say this, but I'm just trying to be honest and let people know this. This is, again, it motivates me and drives me to eat healthy because pain is, I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to feel pain on any level. But I'll tell you what, if I have a tooth issue and I'm going to the dentist, I'm taking Novocaine. And, so I'm not going to put myself through the stress of not. And maybe I haven't gotten away from that yet or that idea, but I'm going to do my best to keep myself healthy so I don't get a toothache. Now, there are some things we don't have control over, like a car accident, and that might be excruciating pain. And I don't know how many of you that are watching know people in the hospital are going through pain, but I made the mistake when I first got into this lifestyle of eating healthy and living a raw food diet I met people that would be in the hospital, and some of them would be on pain medication for their pain. And I would be, no way, you can't do this. This is bad. And now I would approach it a little bit different. I would understand. I would try to help them get past that pain and then introduce them. And while doing that, introduce them to a healthy diet and lifestyle, not trying to rip the medication out and saying, no way, never. So I just want people to have an open mind and just think about that, realize that. If you have comments and questions, post them below the video. And I didn't mean to shatter anyone's world if you're eating a raw vegan diet, living a raw, healthy lifestyle. But I've been doing this long enough to know that we need to humble ourselves and realize there's the reality of pain and some of the medications are even if they have terrible side effects, in certain instances, might be an option. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying a better way or a different way. I'm saying that we can consider them being an option for a short time. And we got to be careful. Some people get addicted to those pain things, and that's never good. And there are some times that this stuff is used and leads people down a really dark path. But just to be open and so on. I'm going to eat fruits and vegetables and do my best to stay healthy. And even if I'm in pain, I'm going to try to fast and ride it out. And, but if there's certain pains going on, I might consider something else. So there you go. Put your comments, questions below the video. Again, thank you. Have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.